Billy was a young boy with rosy cheeks and a thirst for adventure. He had a faithful companion, a scruffy terrier named Buster, always by his side. Billy and Buster were the best of friends, sharing secrets, dreams, and endless games of fetch. Wherever Billy went, Buster followed, his tail wagging with unbridled enthusiasm. They were inseparable, two peas in a pod. Billy and Buster lived in a small cottage on the edge of a peaceful village. Beyond their garden flowed a river, its waters sparkling under the sun. The river, a constant source of fascination for Billy, was a forbidden playground, a rule he sometimes bent but never broke until one fateful afternoon. The sun shone brightly, painting the sky a vibrant blue, casting a warm and inviting glow over the landscape. It was one of those perfect days where the world seemed to slow down, allowing everyone to savor the beauty of the moment. As Billy and Buster ambled towards their usual spot by the river, the gentle murmur of the flowing water provided a soothing soundtrack to their leisurely stroll. The riverbank was their sanctuary, a place where they could escape the hustle and bustle of everyday life. The air buzzed with the sound of bees, diligently working among the vibrant flowers that dotted the landscape. A gentle breeze rustled the leaves of nearby trees, creating a symphony of natural sounds that added to the tranquility of the afternoon. Billy, filled with the boundless energy of youth, challenged Buster to a race towards their favorite willow tree. With a mischievous grin, he took off, his legs pumping as he sprinted across the field. Buster, never one to back down from a challenge, barked excitedly and bounded after Billy, his short legs carrying him as fast as they could. The thrill of the chase brought a sparkle to his eyes, and his tail wagged furiously with excitement. Laughter echoed through the air as Billy reached the willow tree first, gently ruffling Buster's ears as the excited dog finally caught up. The bond between the boy and his dog was evident in their playful interactions, a testament to their deep friendship. The willow tree, with its drooping branches that swept the surface of the water, was their special spot. It stood as a silent guardian, offering shade and a sense of serenity to all who sought refuge beneath its boughs. It was a place of quiet contemplation, a place to share stories, and, on this particular afternoon, a place where their peaceful adventure would take an unexpected turn. As they sat together, the world around them seemed to hold its breath, waiting for the next chapter of their story to unfold. Billy, captivated by the sunlight dancing on the water's surface, crept closer to the riverbank. He wanted a closer look at a group of fish he had spotted darting between the reeds. Buster, ever vigilant, sat patiently a few steps behind, his tail thumping gently against the ground. Suddenly the ground beneath Billy's feet crumbled. He lost his balance and tumbled headfirst into the fast-flowing river with a startled cry. The icy water closed over his head, filling his ears and momentarily stealing his breath. Disoriented and struggling to stay afloat, Billy realized with a growing sense of dread that he was being swept away by the current. Buster, witnessing Billy's sudden disappearance into the swirling water, froze for a moment, his ears pricked in alarm. The river, usually a place of joy and play, had suddenly turned into a scene of chaos and fear. Buster's heart pounded in his chest as he tried to process what had just happened. He had never seen Billy fall into the river before. The sight was both shocking and terrifying. Buster's mind raced, filled with images of their countless adventures together, and the thought of losing his friend was unbearable. The playful barks died in his throat, replaced by a whimper of worry. His usual exuberance was replaced by a deep sense of dread. He could feel the weight of the moment pressing down on him, urging him to act. He edged closer to the bank, his eyes frantically searching for any sign of his beloved friend. The water was murky, making it difficult to see anything clearly. Buster's anxiety grew with each passing second. The sight of Billy's head bobbing up downstream jolted Buster into action. Relief washed over him, but it was quickly replaced by a renewed sense of urgency. He knew he had to act fast. Instinct took over, erasing any fear or hesitation. Buster's loyalty to Billy was unwavering, and in that moment, nothing else mattered. He was determined to save his friend. Without a second thought, Buster jumped into the water, paddling furiously after Billy. The cold water bit at his fur, but he pushed through, driven by sheer determination. He barked once, a sharp bark filled with urgency, as if to say, "I'm coming, Billy! Hold on!" His voice echoed over the water, a beacon of hope for his struggling friend. The current was strong, but Buster's determination was stronger. Each stroke was a battle against the relentless flow, but he refused to give up. His love for Billy fueled his every move. He was not going to let anything happen to Billy. With every ounce of strength he had, Buster swam towards his friend, his eyes locked on Billy's struggling form. He knew that together they could overcome anything. Section 5. A struggle for safety. The current pulled Billy further and further away from the safety of the riverbank. The water, cold and relentless, made his clothes heavy, dragging him down. He kicked his legs and thrashed his arms, but the current was too strong. Fear, icy and gripping, started to creep into his heart. Just when Billy felt his strength failing, he heard a familiar bark. He turned his head and saw Buster, his brave little dog, swimming towards him with unwavering determination. The sight of Buster, his furry face a picture of concern and resolve, filled Billy with a new surge of hope. He knew he couldn't give up. He had to be strong for himself and for Buster. Section 6. A dog's determination. Buster, despite his small size, was a strong swimmer. He battled against the current, his eyes fixed on Billy. He knew he couldn't reach Billy, not in the middle of the river where the current was strongest, but he could guide him, bark encouragement, and show him that he was not alone. He swam parallel to Billy, staying as close as the current would allow. He barked constantly, his barks echoing across the water, a beacon of hope cutting through Billy's fear. Every bark was a message of encouragement, a promise that he was there, by his side, no matter what. Section 7. Reaching for hope. Billy, buoyed by Buster's unwavering presence, spotted a glimmer of hope. A large branch from a fallen tree jutting out from the riverbank a short distance downstream. With renewed determination, he gathered the last of his strength and kicked towards it, his eyes fixed on the branch as if it were a lifeline. Buster, sensing Billy's renewed effort, barked excitedly, his tail beating a frantic rhythm against the water. He knew that Billy was close to safety. He continued to swim alongside him, a furry guardian angel guiding him through the treacherous current. Section 8. Safe on solid ground. With a final burst of energy, Billy reached the branch. He grabbed hold of it, his fingers gripping the rough bark tightly. He pulled himself towards the bank, relief washing over him as he felt solid ground beneath his feet once more. He scrambled up the bank, collapsing onto the grass, soaking wet and utterly exhausted. Buster, his barks now ecstatic yips of relief, reached the bank shortly after. He scrambled out of the water and shook himself off, spraying water everywhere. He ran to Billy, his tail wagging so hard that his entire body wiggled with joy. He licked Billy's face, his rough tongue a welcome comfort against his cold skin. Section 9. An unbreakable bond. Billy wrapped his arms around Buster, burying his face in his fur. The warmth and comfort he felt from his loyal companion were unlike anything else. Buster had been with him through thick and thin, always by his side, always ready to protect and comfort him. In that moment, Billy knew that Buster was more than just a pet. He was a true friend, a guardian and a confidant. He was safe, thanks to his brave and loyal friend. Buster had shown incredible courage, facing dangers head-on to ensure Billy's safety. The bond they shared was built on trust and mutual respect, something that had grown stronger with each passing day. Billy couldn't imagine his life without Buster, and he knew that their friendship was something truly special. They sat together for a long moment, their bond, forged in shared adventure and unwavering loyalty, stronger than ever. The adventures they had experienced together had created a deep connection, one that words could hardly describe. Whether it was exploring the woods, playing in the park, or simply sitting quietly together, every moment was a testament to their unbreakable bond. As the sun began to dip below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, Billy felt a sense of peace wash over him. The beauty of the sunset mirrored the beauty of his friendship with Buster. It was a reminder that even in the darkest times there was always light and hope. The colors of the sky seemed to dance in celebration of their bond, a bond that would never fade. Billy and Buster made their way home, their silhouettes a testament to the enduring power of friendship. Each step they took was in sync, a silent promise to always be there for each other. The path home was familiar, but it felt different that evening. It was as if the world had acknowledged their bond, and everything around them seemed to glow with a special kind of magic. From that day forward, Billy never forgot the lesson he learned that day by the river. It was a lesson about bravery, loyalty, and the true meaning of friendship. The river had been a place of reflection where Billy realized the depth of his connection with Buster. It was a place where he understood that true friends are rare and should be cherished. He learned that courage wasn't the absence of fear, but the strength to face it head-on. Buster had taught him that being brave didn't mean not being scared. It meant standing up and facing challenges despite the fear. This newfound understanding gave Billy a sense of empowerment. He felt ready to take on the world, knowing that Buster would always be there to support him. And he learned that the bond between a boy and his dog was a truly special thing, something that could not be easily broken. Their playful moments, the times they spent running around and having fun, were more than just games. They were building blocks of a relationship based on love, trust, and mutual respect. Every wag of Buster's tail and every laugh from Billy was a testament to their unique connection. A bond built on trust, loyalty, and love that could overcome even the most daunting of challenges. No matter what obstacles came their way, Billy knew that with Buster by his side, they could face anything. Their bond was a source of strength and inspiration, a reminder that true friendship knows no bounds. It was a bond that would last a lifetime, unbreakable and eternal.